Now I got to ask you this, Bernard, because the news came out the other day that it's finally official. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. How you see that fight playing out?
I actually like that fight, to be honest with you. I didn't like either one of them versus Tank. I think when you look at the smaller weight classes and you look at the guys fighting Tank, it's almost like they trying to give you a reward for your career, because it's not like they're saying them guys can beat Tank. It's the reward. But Devin and Ryan, I think they even. I think, no joke, I think that's an even fight across the board.
Remember that. You're not my friend. Your dad's a pimp and he pimping you. Your dad a pimp and he pimping you. I'm gonna beat 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 you. I'm reading everything. You soft. You soft. You soft. Soft. I already know you whack now. Your dad can't talk for you. Your dad can't save you.
Everybody know you really whack, nigga. You're whack.
Come up with something
you're
better,
whack.
bro.
No, you're
Hit
whack.
me, bro. That was whack.
Okay.
That was whack. You soft, bro. You soft.
I never been soft.
Soft.
I never been soft.
We seen that video when Tank beat your ass.
Okay.
Floyd showed me he had your ass.
I beat the shit out of Tank.
Oh, stop. I seen the video. Remember that? I seen the video. I seen the video. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You look like a ghost right now, bro. Go, you getting hell for real, bro. You getting hell for real.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy? You are so soft. I can see
it.
your breath is just. I can hear you. You're not like that, bro.
You're not like that. You're not like that.
The fear is
You're not
getting
like
you.
that.
The fear is getting you. The fear is getting to you. The fear is getting to you. The fear is getting to you. I told you you're gonna feel some fear, right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt? No.
I think it could actually be good. They fought like 6 times in the amateurs. They split. So that is a good fight.
Now let me ask you, if it goes Ryan's way with an impressive victory or maybe even a stoppage, you think he can get that Tank rematch?
I don't know. It still will go to the piece of, do you want to see it? I mean, we still at the same point. Tank 135. Tank said he 135. If they fighting at 40, you get the fight. You want to fight me at 35? Great.
Great point.
Right. See, it didn't make Tank grow because either one of them beat each other. Man say he's still, I'm a 35. You want him? Go back to 35. If one of them two say, hey, I won that fight, I want to go back to 35, and Tank want to do it, then that's it. But if he don't have to. Tank's cement. I think he's done his pieces for nobody to be able to question his fight. You look forward to Devin and Ryan fighting because it's a 50-50 fight. Good fight. I would like to watch it. You can't say that about Devin versus Tank. You can't say that against Ryan versus Tank if they want to meet him where he is. Don't get it confused. Those dudes are champions. They are champion level guys. But when you look at the kingdom of boxing, you got basically 2 kings. Canelo, who can call his own shots, and Tank, who can call his own shots. So yeah, you have a province. They got a kingdom. You got to go to where the king at.
What was your thoughts with the Turkey Al Sheikh's $20 million to Tank start out offer?
I mean, to any of us, 20 million is a lot of money. But then if you a guy that made 50 million, is 20 million a lot of money? If you a guy that made 30 million, it's 20. So you gotta look at the whole context of it.
Yeah, I would definitely have that talk. I'm like, is you talking 20 million guaranteed up front and more on the back end, or what, we talking 20 million just straight up?
But didn't you see the thing they put out about the top richest fighters from, I think that was from last year, the richest fighters?
I saw that. Tank was what, 43 or something?
43 million. So if I made 43 million last year, I don't care if you're telling me I'm getting a guaranteed 20 million. That's less than what I made last year. Are you you got a job working at IBM and you make $100,000 a year. Are you gonna take a job making $75,000 a year? Because all your friends who don't make 100 said they offered you 75. I make 100. That's a pay cut for me. Might be a pay. If they offer my son $20 million to go over there to fight, we over there tomorrow. Because my son ain't ever seen $20 million. But for a guy who's like, I already touched 20, I made 40 last year. That's a pay cut.
I'm definitely going to entertain that back and forth conversation and see what else I can get. I'm like, that's your start out. Where can we go?
Yeah, but once again, a man who got access to 20 million, I think he's pretty smart. I don't think any of those guys playing with that type of money dumb. They know what you made last year. Why would I even start with less than what you make? It's not negotiations. That's hoping I'm crazy. I mean, negotiations start from something realistic. You tell me, hey, I'm gonna give you what you made last year in one day. I'm gonna give you what you made last year in one day. That might be a conversation starter. But if you tell me I'm gonna give you half of what you made last year, why are we even having a discussion? So, like I say, man in a great position where he can even get that type of conversation. That's a beautiful position to be in life.
Now I got to ask you about the fights the other night with a lot of debate with the T.O. Jermaine Ortiz. Do you feel that was the right decision with T.O. winning, and do you feel that Jermaine Ortiz was running the whole fight?
I mean, if you want to look at it, T.O. a champion. He's a champion. At one point in time, 30 years ago, a champion had to beat a champion. Not play a good draw. And not no knock on Jermaine. Jermaine, a good fighter. I think when he look at it, he said, I might have could have stepped it up a little more. If it would have been a draw, I wouldn't have been upset with a draw.
I think what things turned in that fight, just going back looking at it, he was getting into a rhythm early. I'm not saying he was engaging in the middle, but I think he was getting into a rhythm, especially with the southpaw position, pop shot. Until that headbutt happened. After that headbutt, he got real cautious because he probably in fear, like, if I engage with this man in the middle, it's a possibility this fight can be stopped because this cut is very bad. He had a good cut man, too, to keep that from not bleeding like that.
I got you, but once again, like we had a conversation before in private, y'all might not get this opportunity again. Look, if I walk out of here with that title, I could be cut real bad. I got the time to heal my cut. I don't walk out of here with that title, I still got the time to heal my cut because I don't know if I'm going to get that opportunity again. Was it a psychological thing? Because remember when that cut happened, he kept looking, the ref made him go to the corner, and was in his mind thinking, damn, if this thing get worse. I think Jermaine more mentally strong than that. If it was a psychological thing, he could have checked all the way out. Jermaine didn't check out. I just think it was one of those situations where it could have went either way. Me personally, I think Jermaine may have edged. But once again,
like you said, go back to when you're a champion, you got to beat the champion.
Beat the champion. I'm a Marvin Hagler fan. I'm a Marvin Hagler fan. I thought Marvin Hagler beat Ray Leonard. But once again, you can't leave it in the hands of a judge. You got to go take that. I think those situations. I'm gonna tell him, Charlotte, we gotta, we might not be there. Once again, I'm gonna lean on Floyd, Calvin and Kenny. What Floyd told him in the Barrios fight.
Stop headhunting. That's how you get the head.
Calvin, I need this 10th, 11th, and 12th on the unofficial. He's down.
Okay. He said unofficial.
On the unofficial. I gotta be honest with you. That's what you want. You want from me. Hey, that's what you want from me. You don't want nobody lying to you. I'm 100 with you.
He said on the unofficial, not the real card, here. Keep picking your shots. You took that round off, here.
That's my job. I'm 100 with you.
Well, that was fair.
He said on the unofficial cards, you ain't winning. That's a. You get this dude to tell you that, and you don't go pick it up. You's a fool if you come out on the short end. Unofficially, you ain't up. Nah, let's go get this. Especially when you got that ability. Tank, he took that to heart. His team was like, hey, Slim, let's do what we got to do. Go out there and stop Barrios. If he would have laid back and heard the scorecards, maybe it don't tell him what he want to hear. Maybe it do tell him what he want to hear, but his fans look at him different. Tank give you what you want. Tank is, soap opera TV. You know it's gonna be a knockout, but you don't know what's gonna happen before the knockout happens.
Speaking on that, who you some names you think you see Tank fight next?
I always tell you, it's not who he fight next. It's basically a sweepstakes to see who's second. I just don't see nobody at 35, 30 beating him. I mean, the man complete. He giving you more boxing now. He always box, but he was just flatlining, dude. Bling, they out of there, bling, they out of there. Now he giving you more boxing. Is Tank not turning into Floyd Mayweather? I could beat you in numerous types of ways. Me and you had argued before. Why is Floyd not considered a knockout artist? I ask you that all the time. I say, tell me you're a knockout artist. They tell me they knockout artists. I say, let's go to box rec and look at their box rec. 40-0, 23 knockouts. Okay, so that's your standard. They be like, yeah. Let's go look at Floyd Mayweather.
He got half his knockouts.
I think he got 50 wins with 27 knockouts. Mm-hmm. So he's more than 50% of his guys he knocked out. So how is he not a knockout artist? People always say that. Once again, when you look at it, Floyd got knockouts all during his career. Not some of the knockout guys when they be, putting that moniker on them. 22 fights in, he got 13 knockouts. Then you go back and look at it, and they be like, who'd you knock out? When did you knock them out? The funniest thing I seen in years was when they had the face-off between Regis Prograis and Devin. And Regis was like, come on, man, you knocked the people out of Mexico. Who did you knock out? With Floyd, we ain't got to ask that question. Look at the first half of his career, first 25 fights. Got knockouts. Let's go to the second half of his career. He was knocking people out there too. Was Ricky Hatton not prime?
True.
He didn't fight an unprimed Ricky Hatton. Did he not get him out of there? Did he dominate the second 25 fights that he had, the back 25? Tell me how many you thought he was in fear of losing when he got to the scorecard. Okay. So not only did he not have to knock people out, but he also was dominant. He was also dominant.
You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
Well, we're going to know. In the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
the greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
I think he beat more world champions than any other, fighter like the man spent. I think he beat Gennaro Hernandez, who was a Hall of Famer, after 3 years. I think it was his third year as a pro, second or third year as a pro. From that point on, the man was at the top of the game. He spent his whole career. Diego Corrales. Nobody can tell me Diego was anywhere near a pushover. He knocked Diego. He stopped Diego. So, that you got to look at the totality of work. Tank giving you the same thing. Since Pedraza, everybody has had a name. And they all ended up the same way except for Pitbull Cruz. Last time I checked, all them dudes left out, the piece that you wanted to get on advertisement was the bottom of these dudes' shoes. Because you seen the bottom of all their shoes except for Pitbull Cruz. You see the bottom of their shoes.
Great point.
So, I look at it like that. I take the totality of situations, not just the narrative that works for one person.